We're into Seahawks Today, presented by Manscaped. Get 20% off plus free shipping when you go to manscaped.com and use the promo code Seahawks. We'll tell you more about Manscaped coming up later on in today's show. On this edition of Seahawks Today, we have a Seahawks roster update to get to. Some notable changes for your Seattle Seahawks ahead of the final week of the regular season as the Seahawks are set to take on the Los Angeles Rams coming up on Sunday. Before we get to that, though, folks, we are so close to 33,000 subscribers here on the channel. We are just over 300 away. I would love to get there before Sunday's game, but we need your help to do it. This is the place to be. We got live shows every Wednesday, watch parties every game day. In fact, if the Seahawks win, we're going to stay live through the Packers-Lions game on Sunday as well. So if you're a real one, if you're part of the 12s, you need to be subscribed to the channel now for the latest happenings with your favorite team. YouTube.com/SeahawksTV. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Let's get started with today's show. We begin with a look at the Seahawks roster as there's been some notable changes ahead of Sunday's game against the Rams. The biggest game of the year so far for Seattle, a must-win game for the Seahawks. Let's begin with Jordyn Brooks. We told you earlier that we expected that Jordyn would be out for the remainder of the season, and that has now been official as Brooks has been placed on injured reserve with the ACL injury that he suffered. And it's unfortunate for Jordyn Brooks. I think the thing that's really brutal that when you put this all together is at this late in the season, you're not just talking about an injury for Jordyn Brooks that affects him here in 2022, but also in 2023, as now it looks highly unlikely that he would be able to go at the start of next year. You're talking about your leading tackler, one of the best tacklers in the NFL, more than likely not being able to go for most of next season as well, potentially. So, with that, next man up, things turn to Cody Barton. And this week, with him being the main middle linebacker for Seattle, I know it's a collective effort to replace a guy like the magnitude of Jordyn Brooks. You can't just ask one guy to replace him. But for Cody Barton in particular, this is the biggest moment of his career right now. Not only are we talking about in a must-win game scenario here, but also with being shorthanded. He has got to step up and has to play well. He would need to play well anyway, whether we saw Jordyn Brooks out there or not. But now, knowing that Brooks isn't there, this is Cody Barton's time. You look at the numbers from PFF. Tackle grade's really solid. 80.2. But then after that, there's some stuff that is left to be desired. His defensive grade, not that good, 61.4. Run defense grade, 64.5. And his pass rush grade at 63.8. Now, Cody Barton did play better last week. He's coming off a pretty solid performance. 114 tackles for the year. Let's see what Cody Barton can do here in this matchup against the LA Rams. Do you believe in Cody Barton? If you do, type Y for yes. If not, type in for no. This is our pinned comment today. You might get an ad break. If so, take advantage of it. Get your votes in. Y for yes, in for no. You can be honest with me. If you're not high on Cody Barton, that's okay. Let me know in the comment section. Y for yes, in for no if you believe in Cody Barton to get the job done. In other news, Tyler Mabry is officially activated to the 53-man roster. He replaces Jordyn Brooks on that spot. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Well, wait, didn't we just see Tyler Mabry last week? Yes, you did. But to kind of add things to that, he was going back and forth with the practice squad, but now this is his spot. And you're talking about a guy who has potential. And we have seen that this Seahawks tight end room has been pretty solid this season with what they've been able to do. It seems like it's been a different guy every week, and not having Will Dissly there, Tyler's not bad to be your number 3 tight end. Joined the Seahawks as an undrafted free agent back in 2020, has gone back and forth with the practice squad, but finally got in the end zone last week for the first time in his career against the New York Jets. And when you also add in Colby Parkinson and Noah Fant to the fold here, let's see what these tight ends can do. And, we've talked about for, several weeks of sorts when you had the injury to Tyler Lockett and you also had uncertainty at that number 3 wide receiver spot, that the tight ends kind of had to pick up of sorts for the lack thereof at the receiver position with the way circumstances have played out. I'm telling you, I've been high on Noah Fant all year. Colby Parkinson has surprised me. I think this tight end room is going to show up when it matters coming up this Sunday against the Los Angeles Rams. They'll need to. What's your confidence level of the tight ends without Will Dissly? Let me know in the comment section. Scale it for me 1 through 10 in the comment section below. Is this group going to be okay without Will Dissly here? Are these 3 guys good enough to carry this team? Scale it for me, your confidence level, 1 through 10 in the comment section. Let me know how you're feeling there as far as those guys go. Happy New Year from our friends at Manscaped. The ball has officially dropped, but that doesn't mean you have to drop the ball on your balls in 2023. Whether you had a New Year's kiss or not, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming have you covered for your much-needed resolution, bringing sexy back. Join the 7 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with our exclusive offer to go to manscaped.com, use the code Seahawks for 20% off plus free shipping. Let's have a toast for a new year, new you, in a new year with no pubes. Inside includes the Performance Package 4.0. You'll find the Signature Lawnmower 4.0. The advanced skin-safe technology reduces cuts and nicks for your delicate parts. It also comes equipped with 4,000K LED spotlight, which will shine a light to Promised Land 2023 looks be. And you also could end up with the Ultra Premium Body Wash, the 2-in-1 shampoo, and the body deodorant as well when you order at manscaped.com. 20% off plus free shipping there. All right, a couple more notes before we go. On the roster front for Seattle, 2 practice squad moves. The Seahawks added Steele, the cornerback, as well as wide receiver Connor Wedington signed to the practice squad. Of course, Wedington has been in Seattle previously, but not much on either one of these guys. In all honesty, when you're doing the research and trying to find information, both these players, neither one of them actually has a Wikipedia page. So we turn to Lance Zierlein, NFL draft expert from the NFL Network, to find the scouting reports in both players. First one here on Chris Steele. Decorated recruit coming into USC's program who failed to live up to expectations over 3 years. Steele offers adequate size and length as a perimeter corner, but had some distressing moments when his long speed was tested. He plays with clear eyes and decent instincts. Clear eyes, full hearts can't lose. But lacks ideal short area burst to stay connected with long form routes. Steele needs to run well to help boost his draft stock. Obviously, that didn't happen. He went undrafted. Meanwhile, as far as Connor goes, here's what Lance had to say about him. Team captain and high-end athletic tester who is currently a better athlete than receiver. Wedington has decent size, adequate speed, and explosive hips and foot quickness. He's primarily a catch-and-run receiver, asked to make things happen with the ball in his hands, but does have some 3-level traits to work with. He will need to be coached up as a route runner, but the bigger concern will be his lack of competitiveness. I don't expect either one of these players to be on the active roster by any means at this juncture, but noteworthy that the Seahawks are making those moves there as the Seahawks have bumped up several practice squad players throughout the year this year. I'd be surprised if these 2 guys ultimately get the call up, though. Great signings of Steele and Wedington, A, B, C, D, or F. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section below how these 2 should fare, how they stack up among the rest of the practice squad. As always, you can follow me on social media, on Twitter and Instagram, at Tyler Jones Live, also on Facebook as well, facebook.com/Tyler Jones Live, and I'll see you next time right here on Seahawks Today. Thanks for joining us.